Okay, so in this training class, we've only got a couple of people here, and in a way that's going to be very powerful. And we have a question or a vision, should I say, about a funnel. And the fact is that the person here that wants to really become laser lucid focused on this funnel has a mission to make sure that all the steps to that funnel are being created for the service that she is offering. But one of the things that is also a part of her vision is to be making many funnels. So many funnels then lead to many income streams. However, when you are creating a funnel, firstly, you need to understand what the purpose of it is for. So a funnel is really an opportunity for people to get to know what you do, who you are, and to give them a taste test first of what you are presenting. So, for example, I may show up and I may say, okay, I am about to give you a sample of how you can move into your greatest goal and your greatest vision through the power of energetics. And that means that we are going to dissolve, clear, release all of the negative energy from your body and your mind. And we're going to get you so laser lucid focused on your mission that when I quantum jump you, I'm going to quantum jump you into that space. So your subconscious mind is going to be tricked into the fact that you've already got it. And this is going to give you the greatest sense of manifestation and the magic and the secret of it, because it is going to be an experience that firstly, your subconscious is tricked into the fact that okay, I haven't got this yet, but I'm going to go out there and feel it. So there's going to be no blocks, right? Because we're going to tell it to do something in the future. So this is what I'm going to do for you, and you're going to experience this. Now, once you experience this, for those of you who want to create an excellent coaching business, this is going to give you crystal clear clarity of what your iconic purpose is. So that means that you want to be number one in your field. Now, what I'm doing here, guys, in this training is I'm doing a few things. I'm not only teaching you something, however, I'm also teaching you something. So it's like I'm teaching you about business as well as teaching you about an example of what I may illustrate when I am, at the beginning of the funnel and about to prove to everybody the power of what I have. So you're going to be able to be inside that laser lucid focused, complete status that you want. It's going to be like you wake up in the morning, your bank account looks exactly the way you want it to look. Your environment is exactly the way you want it. Your habits and rituals for that day are aligned with everything that you've created. You look at your diary and you see all the elements that you have done, that you've accomplished, plus you can see your day. So your subconscious mind doesn't have any barriers. It's going to go there, and I'm going to show you in just a moment how that's done. You're going to experience it. And then if you love it, then I am going to offer you something really powerful. So let me now teach you on what you're saying here about the funnel. So if you are building a funnel and you want a funnel that is going to give you that income stream, you firstly need to look at number one, before you build out that funnel, What is your iconic power? What is your service? What is it that you have truly been able to conquer in your own life that you can become really polished and exceptional about, that you can go out there and give the world? So now that I have said all this to you, that's what I'm going to do next week. Now, if you were not part of my membership program, you might be going, oh, and especially if I give you a little bit of a sample, I quantum jump you into that space where you wake up, you feel all the energy, you feel all the greatness within you, the success, the health, the freedom, right? And then you have that little bit of a snippet, and then I bring you back, and then I say, right, come to the next training. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get the bigger picture because you're going to go through the full experience. Chances are people are going to move down that funnel, and they're going to then perhaps look at purchasing or checking out. So now that we come back and we look at where we are here and now, the next question is, are you clear? Are you clear about where you're going? No point building a website. If I could impart something to any other coach out there, and that is that before you go spending thousands of dollars on a website, become really crystal clear about your messaging, your mission, and who you are. And this is where I'm going to step up and I'm going to say, this is me speaking to you and you're in my community. I am possibly the best person to extract that out of you, to help you to understand, because I don't expect everyone to be crystal clear. In fact, my husband quite often says this, I need a chiropractor like myself to help me do this. And I could say the same thing, because when you get really clear around your message and around who you are, and then your energy is built up around that, that is when you have a far greater chance of attaining it. The next part of that is making sure that you have demolished any of the things that could prevent and stop you from doing that. So I'm going to go over, firstly, I'm going to go to each person here on a question, and then I'm going to come back on the other side of that. So my question to the lady with the funnels is, what is the biggest thing that could be standing in your way? To anyone else watching this, I would be asking you the same question, but obviously it may not be around a funnel. It may be around who you become in the coaching space, or what you perceive that is going to stop you and block you. So let's come back in just a moment.
Headphones down.
So the lady that we have that wants to develop a funnel has a block that, even though once upon a time she was able to really have this strong gift of picking up instructions, which is quite a rare gift for a lot of people, but it's something that she was able to do. And all of a sudden it's flipped. And I think that it's flipped because it is her dharma, and it is going to be her, the weakness becomes a strength, but it was her strength, and then it's sort of become her weakness. So now it's where, the fire comes in, and you really polish this gift. So when I have gone deep into conversation with this lady, I've realized that there is a lot of brilliance. And the brilliance that I believe has come forward is because I'm asking her the right questions. And she has all of the ideas, that it is completely her own words, her own work. But this is the power of how it goes. And this lady is talking about developing a funnel to help people. So where she gets, and this is what I wanted her to become very clear on, is that the whole point is that she's going to teach people how to build their own funnels. Now, that sounds like a strange irony because here she is battling with it, but that's where she's sharpening herself for her superpower. So while she's helping people create funnels, she's talking about the spider because she believes in the native background of the grandmother spider, and also the metaphoric symbol of the web and how you thread through this web the many elements of what you can do as part of your service and part of your power. And there are a lot of people out there on the internet that are really struggling to show up, doing posts, doing social media organic posts, and really wearing themselves out doing that. But what I'm hearing here, and of course, it doesn't have to be like that. Some people love doing all that stuff and showing up on social media every day and, you know, creating this. But what I'm hearing with this lady is that she has a concept where she believes in paid adverts. And really, when you think about it, if you're going to build a business, and it just so happens the lady on the other side is a very good practitioner of NLP and has an incredible gift. And I will say that I trained her. I just had to say that. And she has got an incredible voice. And when you listen to her meditations, she purrs like a cat. You will fall asleep and you will completely be lulled into this incredible trance that can just create change. So as far as I'm concerned, it's quite, it's quite profound how these two people have come together here. And what I'm hearing is there can be a possibility through this teaching that the lady that's very, very good on meditation, hypnosis, and NLP, and the fact that she has just invested in some equipment that can actually really enhance her voice and her vocals and really get it out there on an audio, can start creating some of her beautiful talent that she does. And she can choose a topic, and she can really choose a topic based upon the fact that I am good at this and I can help you to truly change your world in this place by listening to this meditation. And she can have a variety of different elements. So the lady that's building funnels, she's kind of, on one sense, we're getting clarity here, and she's talking about building more than one funnel so that there can be multiple income streams. But for someone like the other lady on the other side, and I hope that there's some teaching of some significance here for everyone that's listening, what that could mean for her is that she may not want to show up every single day on TikTok or Facebook. And she may not want to be bogging herself down trying to nut it out what she is supposed to be creating as her service. She is her service. And maybe what is already in her, maybe she's looking too far outside of herself. And I want to speak to all of you about that, because I think sometimes we're looking so far outside of ourselves that we wonder why it's out of our reach. So in actual fact, when you come back to the heart and soul of who you are, and in her case, she's got this incredible gift with meditation and hypnosis and NLP. And the lady who's building a funnel, I can hear that she has got this incredible strategy that she can help people to weave and even bust through those walls of fear and those walls that are holding people back by overwhelm, and people like the lady on the other side who didn't know where she was going or what she was going to do, and actually help them to know, hey, hang on a minute, come back to yourself. Why don't you create something magical that you can do, and then create it as an ad, and have an ad for it, and take a short, for example, outside of your meditation, and then tease the people about that. And that style may not necessarily be showing up, doing live streams, doing social media, but it may be really bringing time into creating what is already inside you. And for the lady that's helping people to do that, I feel that some of these words is going to help you as well. And you've probably helped yourself profoundly by becoming more clear about it. So the only thing, because I think we've really brainstormed quite a lot of strategy here without even realizing that we've done that. So the step now is to visualize that. And that's what we're going to do next week. We are going to create, or if you're watching this at another later time, there is going to be this incredible video where you are going to become really focused. So for the lady who's building funnels, she's using that beautiful native, foundation for, showing people and illustrating how they can web their service and thread it through and utilize, and she can help you create beautiful ad campaigns and showcase and give you the critical steps that is just going to help you to take your business and create something that doesn't have to be overwhelming. And it will take a little bit of an investment in you doing it. But I think in the long run, as I'm hearing this, the investment of creating paid ads, and for the lady who had not much direction about where she's going, even if you wanted to do it in your pastime, and because you know that you're good at it and you know that it can come easy and effortlessly to you, where you knock up a beautiful meditation and then you utilize the funnel that this lady has just talked about to actually sell that. And it takes a lot of fuss and bother out of it as well. But when you come into this new moon, because it is going to be done on a new moon, but if you listen to all of this and it's not a new moon, you'll still get the impact of the energy. And for these two ladies, I am absolutely 99.9% sure that they are far more clearer, or they've got some kind of an inspiration about what that's going to look like now than when we started this call. So getting really crystal clear is the number one thing. And sometimes you need that master facilitator to help you get there. And I trust that this has been really helpful, and I look forward to seeing everyone on the new moon.